Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of the Cases of Costa Vega, the penultimate case of Costa Vega. I'm Rick Budd, your GM, and with me, as always, are these two amazing performers, Caitlin Bruder, who is our Annie Case, and Drac, who is our Justin Case. Hello. And as usual, I want to send special thanks to Jake and the mods and everyone at QueueTimes. And those people, are the people who keep this platform chugging along and let us do what we do. And we love them. And your subs and your bits help support QueueTimes, and your donations to the tip jar help support this show and the people on it. And you can donate through the Streamlabs link, which Jake will put in the chat, or through the QueueTimes coffee, where there is Cases of Costa Vega tier. And if you subscribe to that, you can get access to our Stars and Wishes post-game show, which we do every week, and which you can see an example of for free on YouTube right now. We'll try and get that link into the chat for you also, but they're all fun. And it doesn't matter whether you donate at Streamlabs or Coffee, it all goes to the same place, so don't worry about that. And if you can't help us out by donating, then you can always help us out by liking and sharing tweets and YouTube videos and stuff like that. And we love, the comments you made on Twitter and the fan art. Lemon Twist, our good pal Lemon Twist, has been doing so much great stuff. Thank you so much, Lemon Twist. And we love all that stuff. So the system we use here is based on the AMARANTHINE system, which is created by Caitlin Bruder. And if you want to play it for yourself, you can check out the rules at Caitlin's itch.io page, where you can get it as a pay what you want product. That is Bruder Caitlin at itch.io. That link will be in the chat also. And you can follow the show at Cases RPG on Twitter, Cases TTRPG on Instagram, or go to www.casesrpg.com, where you can find every conceivable link associated with the show. And the show is available as a podcast for the podcast inclined. Check it out wherever fine pods are casted. And that's the announcements. Time for the case of the week. So, in the months since the arrest of Bo Baxter, your detective agency has actually been doing all rightish. You're not making mad money or anything, but the stream of clients has definitely become a wider stream, let's say, or a stronger stream, a bigger stream, a raging river. No, not a raging river. That's way too much. But things have picked up a little bit since you have been on the news. And today is just an average Tuesday morning. Let me ask you something. Annie, do you think you still work at Notion Publishing months later?
If the agency is doing, if we have a stream of revenue, she probably would have quit as soon as possible. But if it's still kind of spotty and unreliable, then she would maybe do her best to have at least a few hours somewhere. But it just depends on if she feels the detectiving is reliable enough.
It's less spotty than it used to be. But it's still running a business, in a weird one with kind of be feast or famine type of clientele.
So I think maybe if she probably would have tried to barter with someone, or you know what, she probably would have just straight up tried to bully Phil into letting her work part-time.
Can you give me a heart roll to see if that worked?
Can I help by being
moral support?
You will have someone who work with the newsworthy alligator investigators.
Make a heart roll. to see if you can help.
Oh,
Can I put public speaking on this?
this is
Yeah.
level 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can roll an extra die there, Annie.
Oh my goodness.
That seems to have helped quite a bit, actually.
Unbelievable. Let's go, Phil. 1 6. 1 6.
Yeah, he lets you work part-time, but he's not happy about it. And, he grumbles a lot under his breath when he's around you, and he still can't remember that your name's not Casse.
Yes, whatever. She just tries to be as intimidating to him as possible. Not even intimidating, or like just unapproachable and enough of a nuisance to try to work with, that it is so much easier to just let her do her job than it is to try to convince her to do more. she's great at doing what she's supposed to, but as soon as you try to change anything, she will be such a pain in the ass that it is not worth it. That is her energy at Notion.
Okay, so on this particular Tuesday morning, you were at the detective agency with Justin.
Justin, since the flow has been coming in more frequently, Justin's been like, I need to look professional. So he's gotten glasses that aren't prescription at all, but he puts them on to look official. He's always in some kind of suits and tie. You can and has a newspaper on his desk at all times so that he can look like he's in the middle of something important, like a crossword.
I'm picturing a montage set to ZZ Top, Sharp Dressed Man,
Absolutely. So I think he sat there going over a crossword from probably 2 weeks ago, just an old newspaper is just going through as he's sitting in the office trying to look as professional as possible.
And the phone rings, and you can see from the ID that it's Deputy Wayne Gill, played by Joe Keery.
I'll pick up the phone. I'll put it on speaker, to be honest. I'll be like, hey Wayne, you're on speaker, what's up?
Hey, Cases. So I just I wanted to tell you 2 things. First of all, I wanted to give you a heads up. The mayor has finally named an interim sheriff. Okay, and what was the second thing? Oh yeah, the new sheriff wants to see you. You should come down here right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
See you soon.
Great. I love seeing y'all. See you soon.
Bye, Wayne.
And he hangs up.
This is either good news or very bad, probably. Possibly. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this.
Me neither. We're just getting good terms with the new sheriff, and then they won't bother us, maybe, hopefully.
Maybe. I mean, we've, at this point, I think our strategy of just not bringing it up has been okay with, keeping investigating. Maybe we just don't mention it, and maybe they won't either.
Yeah, it's fine.
I feel like we smash it to the in the office or whatever.
And you walk into the sheriff's office, and Wayne kind of greets you, and you get big hugs, and he's and then he eventually puts you in an interrogation room, and he tells you to wait there.
Awesome, thanks, bud. Thanks, buddy.
And he leaves, and you're alone for a few minutes when finally the door opens, and you are, I would assume, probably pretty shocked to see your former junior high school principal, Manuela Botero, played by Gina Torres, dressed in a sheriff's uniform.
A Principal Botero?
Justin and Annie Case. How the hell are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I see you've moved in your careers.
Well, a lot has happened since you were in junior high.
Yeah.
Up in LA, my son was arrested and convicted of a crime he did not commit. Now, we were extremely lucky when the real culprit eventually confessed, but it reminded me how badly the wrongly accused need people to stand up for them. Something that you taught me, remember?
I sure had blown a lot of hot air out of my 11-year-old head, but I'm glad you got something out of it.
Oh, yeah, I still have this. And she reaches into her pocket and pulls out her wallet, and she flips through it, and she pulls out Annie's business card from junior high. It says,
cry.
Detective Annie will solve any case. $2.
Oh my god. I think Justin Honestly, I think just had the same reactions I'm having. He really like pulls up his glasses like, just give me a moment. I think I'm gonna cry.
Why are you crying? I should be the one crying.
I'm kind of as well because like, okay.
Get it together, man. Put your professional glasses back on.
Yeah.
I mean, or I just, you gotta raise the rates every couple years, but otherwise, advertising still stands.
Well, I became a criminal justice reform advocate here in Costa Vega, and over the past few years, I've worked closely with the mayor. So when he needed to appoint someone, he didn't have to worry he was going to run around framing people for murder like Baxter. He asked me, and I accepted. And making sure everyone's rights are respected and that only the bad guys go to jail is my only priority. But I will be frank, I don't have a lot of investigative experience, and neither does Wayne. And then from the other room, you just hear Wayne, "It's true!"
Behind a double mirror.
We know, buddy. We know.
And she says, and something has come up.
Oh.
Have you ever heard of the numbers man?
No. Have we?
You have.
Have we? No.
I'll tell you what. You want to each make
Mind roll.
mind roll. I know how to talk.
I roll recall.
I wanted to call that an intellect roll so bad, but that's a different game. Okay.
Can I roll recall with my recall skill?
Yes.
Ooh.
0 successes.
3. Annie knows.
Annie, you definitely remember hearing something about the numbers man, and you don't really have any context or specific information, but you're pretty sure that's the name of a serial killer.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And she says, yeah, you're probably too young to remember the details, but in 2003, Costa Vega was terrorized by a serial killer they called the numbers man. He would call the police and he would give them a number, a time, and a location. So, for example, number 6, noon, town square. And then he would kill someone at noon in town square that has something to do with the number 6. They might be 6 feet tall or be in an address that has the number 6 in it. Could be anything. But there was always someone, and they always died. The numbers man killed 4 people in one day.
Oh.
And then vanished. And nobody knows why. But then, and she pulls out a small recorder from her pocket and she hits a button, and you hear like this deep, super creepy voice say, number 10, 9 a.m., Coleman Park. And she stops it. And she says, that call came in at 8:45 a.m. today. 15 minutes later, this man, and she pulled up a picture of a guy and says, Stephen Cooley, who was wearing a jersey with the number 10 on it, was killed by a blow to the back of the head. And she shows you another picture from further away, and he is lying dead in the middle of like a grass field. And she says, he was by the football field in Coleman Park, but it was early, so no one saw anything. Then an hour ago, we got this. And she presses play again, and you hear the same voice say, number 21, 1 p.m., Highgate Galleria. And she says, that's in 1 hour and 57 minutes. If I don't wrap this up fast, the mayor could pull my appointment. I need help from someone I can trust. From you.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
I've got deputies going over the mall right now, but they're trying not to start a panic, so the possibilities are endless, so it's very slow going. I can have Wayne take you over.
Okay.
And from the other ear, you hear Wayne shout, we can use the sirens and everything!
Well, that's like the opposite of not causing up. That's okay. We can go.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. If you can you send us those recordings, both of them?
Yeah, and she sends you those recordings, and she sends you a copy of what the police have on the former numbers man file.
Yeah.
I will credit you with that knowledge, but I'll say is that like it's not really much beyond what she told you. It's like the cops kind of really had nothing, It's like just, one of these serial killers that just kind of just didn't leave any good evidence and never showed up again. So kind of just got away with it.
Do they have the recordings of past phone calls the numbers man has sent?
They do not.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me think about that for a second. Yeah, they let's say, you know what, they do. There are recordings for the past numbers man calls. Sorry, sometimes.
You're good. We got a lot of things spinning.
There are angles, that I and the sheriff tells you what the way compared these to the old calls. The results were indeterminate.
Okay.
She says, the phones that were in use back then and the recording technology, was very different, and little differences can make a large difference in the ultimate recording, and blah 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 blah. And they are extremely similar, but the police cannot determine whether or not it is the same voice, with a high degree of confidence.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we.
Hey.
And she says, "Good luck. Call me if you need anything."
Okay.
And you get up and you go to follow Wayne out to his car. And as you walk out of her office, a woman, I'll say played by Margot Robbie, kind of walks up to you. She's wearing a business suit, but it's like all rumpled, and she's been crying, clearly. And she says, "My name is Emma Cooley. Stephen was my husband. I saw you talking to the sheriff. Are you the specialist? The one she said she was going to call?"
Yeah. Yes. Specialist. This feels very fancy. I like. Yes. We're here to help.
And she kind of nods. And, "Well, if there's anything you need from me, don't hesitate to ask." And she gives you her business card and says, "And seriously, anything. And money is no object."
You don't need to worry about that. Thank you, though.
And she kind of nods at you and turns and walks back towards the sheriff's office. Right now, it's just about 11:05 a.m. I'm going to say by the time you get to the Highgate Gallery, it's 11:25. Anything you want to do before you go, actually, or talk about on the way, or?
Just for Drac, and Kaden probably has this because they're an incredible note taker. What was the call? What was the location?
Number
the
21.
Number and the call?
21, 1 p.m. Highgate Galleria.
Okay, cool.
My question is there any consistency with like method of or cause of death in any of the murders? Like, are all of them blunt force trauma, or are they like, or is it anything? Is it just like opportunity, whatever? This seems very planned. So,
you mean like the original set of murders?
Any of them, yeah. You said this was Stephen Cooley was bashed in, or that bashed head, bashed in, or something like that. Yeah.
Stephen Cooley, his head was bashed in. One second. Just give me a quick moment here.
And if there's not specifics, that's also fine. I just want to know if he has there is a thing and they found murder weapons, or is it if there's anything that we can keep an eye out for, or if it's just completely random.
Hang on, just looking ahead. Make sure I don't screw anything up. No, you don't seem to detect any kind of pattern.
It's just anything. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Some of them, seem like crimes of opportunity, hit with nearby objects. Some of them, might be shot or choked or something like that.
It can't be a crime of opportunity because they're so meticulously planned out.
Yeah.
So they either they do something different every time.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay. Okay.
I think on the way, Justin has a weird energy about them because they're like, okay, it's like a big case. It's like this is the case, but also people are dying. That's terrifying. But like, this is a big case. Like, this is the numbers man, which I will be honest didn't know who that was until today, but
And now
sounds
you're
like a big
starstruck.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So now we have to catch the numbers man. Okay, we got this.
Yes,
We
fine.
do this.
Fine.
Yeah, I would say is that like sorry, I just found what I was looking for. Is that the information what you basically find is like the original numbers man killed a man by a baseball field in a park, and the number was 10. Killed a woman at a department store, and the number was 21. And killed a man and a woman at a bus depot, and the number was 27.
Okay, so they're matching. Number 27. What? Sorry, the first 10. How was that person killed? Did it say?
Their head was bashed in.
How was the first 21 killed?
The first 21 was killed, shot.
Jeez. Okay. And then the bus depot.
The man and the woman were on a bus together, and it exploded.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So someone in the Galleria has a gun. Are
you sure about that?
This is that's the first it feels very specific. That back in 2003 someone was killed on a sports sorry, was it at another football field?
Baseball field.
At a baseball field? Someone was killed at a baseball field, getting her head bashed in with the number 10. And Steven had the number 10, was killed near a football field with his head getting bashed in, and now we're getting sent to the Galleria or their stores for also a number 21. And this person was shot at a department store in 2003. So I have a feeling someone has a gun.
Okay, you look out for a gun then. Okay, I'm gonna do it for a gun. I guess that's all well and good.
There are people there already, but that's
Yeah, I think what we need to figure out is who's gonna get shot. I think that's the
yes. But that's
out.
Something we at least
Yeah, no, that's helpful. Even 2 points on the trend is useful.
21. What was do we have what the numbers were affiliated with in the old cases? Was the 10 also a jersey number?
No, the 10 in that case was referred to like a Digiton's license plate.
Okay, well, I can't check everybody's license plate. 21 could be an age. Could have something to do with anything they own. Does Forever 21 exist in this universe? Is it an employee at a Forever 21?
I will say there is no Forever 21. Yeah.
It is temporarily 22.
Temporarily 21. Okay, 22. Got it. Okay. How much of the Galleria is it all stores? Like it's all shops?
Yeah.
Or is it maybe a business space or anything? Okay, so it's all stores. Okay.
There might be like the kinds of businesses you find in in malls occasionally, real estate brokers or car dealerships, depending on. And we'll say is that like the Highgate Gallery, it's the nice mall in Costa Vega, the one that Caleb can shop at, but you can't afford to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
the woman who died, the 21 who died in 2003. It was at a department store. Was it like a fancy place like this, or was it just another place with stores in it in Costa Vega? Like
it was just a department store.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Do we want to go straight to Highgate, or do you want to go to the location that the person earlier today was
we have
murdered, and see if we can look around?
An hour and a half.
An hour and a half, yeah.
How long would it take us to do both?
Do you want to split up?
Maybe.
That might be the best bet.
Okay. Which
I can go to Highgate if we're going to be dealing with someone who is actively there. No offense, but I think I can hold my own a bit better
That's fair.
physically.
Okay. And then you meet us at the mall once you've gathered stuff, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm going to the Highgate Galleria.
Oh, sorry, backwards. Got it. Okay.
Backwards. Yeah.
Okay, and then I will meet you there when I have things. Okay.
You got this. We're the
It's fine.
investigators.
It's fine. It's good.
Yeah.
So I think then maybe I'll have Wayne take me to the field, and then you take the scooter to the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
So sorry, Rick. Spill the party. Put all of it. We got it.
Okay. So you are going to where the body was found?
Yeah. See if we can find if I can find any evidence.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Wayne's gonna take me there, and then.
I'm gonna head to the Galleria early and see if I can figure things out while this is happening. We're gonna split up.
Okay. So let's start with Justin. You arrive at the Highgate Galleria, and like I said, you don't know this place super well because it's way out of your price range. And you run into the mall entrance, and it's a Galleria, it's a mall. So what do you want to do?
First, I want to see if I can probably even ask before we split up, but ask Wayne for any names of, because I think they said that they dispatched some officers there recently. So I want to just get names of them so I can tell them what we suspect so far.
Maybe we just tell interim Sheriff Botera, and she can talk to everybody then. Maybe that's
okay. Yeah,
I'll tell
the sheriff what we suspect so far, that the person might have a gun, and that's likely how they're going to be committing this next murder or attempting to, since we're going to obviously stop it. But so just tell the rest of the officers to keep an eye out for that. And then while I'm there, I think I'm probably going to be, honestly, without much to go off of at the moment, I'm just going to be looking around for anyone who was like spending way too much time around the mall area, like looping around too often, just suspicious people. Definitely looking in like high places for where they might ready themselves to shoot if they're going to be using something like a more long range thing than a pistol, that kind of stuff. I'm going to be looking around for that.
Give me an investigation roll for that.
One success.
Okay, and you're like looking for like good spots to shoot, things like that. Like,
yeah.
Okay, now just give me another investigation roll, because I assume you are generally just keeping your eyes open for anything suspicious things or anything having to do with the number 21.
Yeah. That's perfect. 2 successes.
All right, so this was 2, and the last one was how many?
1.
1. Okay. All right, so you start walking around the mall, looking and just taking it in. And while you're doing that, Annie, Wayne takes you over to the football field where Stephen Cooley's body was found. And he's like, I don't know what you're hoping to find here, but we did a pretty thorough job this morning. I'm pretty sure I was in charge of that myself, so.
Yeah, never hurts to have second set of eyes. We got different training. Maybe just helpful. She's already walking away.
You have 2 sets of eyes? Where are the other ones? That's crazy.
4 eyes? Anyways, she keeps walking. Yeah, she just kind of wants to. She'll find. Is stuff still like flagged out, like where he was found and everything?
Yeah, we'll say there's like, they put like little orange kind of flags in the grass, that kind of mark the area, since you can't like draw an outline. Or
yeah. Is this just like a high school like intramural kind of football field? Like it's just the stands and like seats in the field, or is there like
bleachers?
Is there like any other infrastructure here? Like, is there like a concession stand, any sort of like lighting or anything? Like, is it like a full park as well? Or is this like just in the middle of nowhere, just a patch of grass?
For the most part, it is just a patch of grass.
Okay.
What I will say is uh, there is a little voter registration booth where a person sitting there, with kind of voting materials like set up, I don't know, a couple of 100 yards away.
Okay. I was she's gonna do general, just like what can she see? Does anything stand out? Is anything like is there any place someone could have been hiding? Like that kind of a thing. She's just gonna kind of a general what can she see that maybe catches her attention? And then I
Give
might
me an
go
investigation roll.
some specific stuff. It's only one success.
Okay, so you start walking around looking for stuff. Meanwhile, Justin, you are making your way around the Highgate Galleria, and as far as spotting places to shoot, with one success, you see places to shoot, but you see so many of them. It's like this place is like a nightmare from a security point of view. It's like if you were trying to protect someone from getting shot. It's like it's multiple levels, everything's wide open, it's like and so could kind of be anywhere. As far as spotting the number 21, you spot, I would say, two instances that kind of catch your attention. You look on the directory, the mall directory, and you see that there is a store that is called 421. And there's another store that is number 21 on the directory. Like it is a store that is listed as 21. It is an art gallery called Reflections. And if you look at the map, it's number 21 on the map.
Okay. What can I tell about what they're selling in these two stores?
From the directory alone, I'll tell you what. Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. One success.
One success. You can't tell much from the directory. You can tell that 421 is some sort of houseware store, and Reflections is some sort of, like I said, an art gallery.
I'm gonna just go to them. I want to go to the nearest one of those two stores.
Well, they are at opposite ends of the mall. So, which one are you gonna go to first?
Is the one very clearly close to me, or are they equidistant from me right now?
Let's say they're equidistant from you right now. Because I'm a jerk.
Okay. I want to go to the one that's 21 in the directory first.
Okay. So
I'm going to sprint. So it's just absolutely book it towards
give
it.
me a speed roll.
Okay. 2 successes.
And you dart off towards the art gallery Reflections. And while you are heading over there, Annie, you have kind of just been looking around for places people can hide and this and that. You don't really see a lot. There's a big parking lot, and it's kind of wide open. So if somebody was, if a car drove in or something, it's doesn't seem that there's any way anyone could miss that if they were, looking.
Yeah.
And there's a little equipment box, that's near the football field, which someone could maybe crouch behind, but it wouldn't be comfortable, certainly, and not knowing how long you might have to wait back there, it's maybe. But that's about what you see.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to that person who is set up like the voting registration.
Okay, yeah. You walk over and they are sitting at the table, and they kind of pick up a clipboard and hand it at you and go, "Are you registered to vote?"
Yeah, I am. I actually have a couple questions for you about. And she kind of like gestures over where the flags are. It's like, are you here every day?
Most days.
Most days? Do you know if you've ever spoken with a man named Stephen Cooley?
Stephen Cooley.
She'll
Let's assume you have a picture.
verbally describe, yeah, or describe or show a photo of him.
Yeah, like I'll assume the sheriff gave you a picture because his wife was
all
there.
the cases,
So,
yeah.
Right. And yeah, that guy kind of looks familiar. He jogs here, I think, in the mornings.
Okay, that's helpful. So he's got some kind of routine here. About what time do you start most days when you're here?
Oh, me? I'm here at 5 a.m.
Okay. Today too?
Yeah.
Sorry, what time did they say that he was killed at?
He was killed at 9 a.m. Oh, at 8:45 a.m.
So were you here?
Oh, when the commotion happened?
Yeah.
Kind of. Well, I remember seeing Mr. Cooley jogging around the park. But then somebody came to register to vote, so I was all kind of caught up in that. And then, later I saw the police here, and they told me someone had been killed. Oh my God, is it Mr. Cooley?
Unfortunately, yes.
Weird.
Yeah. Did you happen to see anyone else? Did you register anyone that morning? I guess that would maybe but like, did you see anyone else around? Do you notice anyone kind of on the same track as him?
I mean, no, he just jogging the same route he always jogs every morning. Sometimes he does it alone, sometimes he does it with his wife, but didn't notice anything unusual.
How often would you say he jogs? Is it most of the time, or is it just sporadic that she joins him?
Sporadically.
Okay. She wasn't with him this morning?
I didn't see her.
Any chance I'm allowed to ask who is registering to vote before the cops show up?
Unfortunately, that's privileged information. I think they call that. Or confidential information. Maybe classified. Ooh, it's classified. I like that.
There you go. Yeah. How about this? Any chance the number 21 showed up on any of your forms today?
Number 21?
Mm-hmm.
Don't think so. Why? What is that?
That's what we're trying to find out.
No. Well, I mean, 21's important in blackjack. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Maybe.
Or maybe...
Keep that in mind. All right.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
And don't forget to vote. Remember, they're going to have those real sheriff's elections soon. Who wins the sheriff election is important. Don't want another Sheriff Baxter, do we?
Don't I know it? And she kind of turns to go. So if this kind of is a little bit of a park, like with paths and stuff, are there any, like sometimes a lamp, like a street lamp will have a bubble camera lens on it. Are there any of those here?
No.
Okay. She's gonna go check out the equipment shed, and then I think she'll head to the mall.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll.
2 successes.
2 successes. You see that like the equipment box, it's not a shed. It's like it's like a little locker box, that just like. And you open it up, and inside you can see that there's a couple of footballs and like some nets that have been rolled up and stuff like that. And you also see some baseball equipment, and it looks like there's a slot for a baseball bat that is empty.
Okay. The last person was killed on a baseball field, and this person was killed on a football field with a baseball bat. What was that department store that the last 21 was killed at? Is there any, like... I mean, they were shot with a gun.
Yeah.
Just, like, if there is a tie over here, she just kind of wants to see if there's anything she can figure out from... She and Wayne will go and get... she'll have Wayne start driving them back to the Galleria. She will tell Interim Sheriff Botero what she found, and that may have been what happened. And then I don't know, she wants to see if she can figure out anything that might cross over from that old department store to this gallery. If there is like if there is a thread to be pulled to connect to this place, she wants to see if
give me an investigation roll.
Okay. If she's like, I don't know, if she'll pull up stuff about that like department store at the time, like just to like anything she can like read through, see if she can find anything. I can't use recall for this, can I? Or research?
Nah, because like you're trying to like make
just figure it out.
Yeah,
just figure it out.
Connections.
2.
There's
anything that could help narrow the search, if like there's anything that feels like it could overlay into the Galleria.
You notice that the place in the department store where the person was shot was fairly close to an exit, and you think that maybe that was probably on purpose. The killer, shooting someone at a place where they knew they could easily just zip out the door.
Yeah. Okay.
And if it's the same killer, they might do the same thing again.
This is fair, yeah. Especially if you're doing something loud, you're gonna want an exit. Like that's not, bashing someone in a quiet park. That's, you're in a crowded Galleria. You're gonna want to get out. She's gonna call Justin.
Justin, you are running towards the Reflections Art Gallery. You were just about to go get there. You can see it coming, like, just before you cross over the threshold, your phone rings, and you can see it as Annie.
I skitter forward and quickly go, hello? Hey, what's up?
I think there might be some sort of another connection between the last sports person was killed with a baseball bat. This person was killed in a baseball bat. The last person was killed in a baseball field. So I was looking, and I was trying to see if there was anything from the department store that I could overlay into the Galleria. Anyways, if any connection to 21 happens near an exit, that maybe would be a place to start. He's going to want to run.
I'll look to see if directory 21, the art gallery, has an exit nearby.
Tell you what. Make a mind roll to see what you can remember from the mall directory.
Oh, okay. 1 success.
You are not 100% sure, but you think it might have actually been near an exit.
Okay. Okay, I'm not entirely sure, but I think the art gallery which I'm at right now has an exit. I'll look around, but other possible places still named 421. Probably gonna go there next if this doesn't seem like a likely candidate.
I mean, we'll be there in like 5. I can head to the 421 and then meet you somewhere else, I guess. We'll chat soon. Go do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Hang up and walk into the arts gallery.
Justin, you walk into the art gallery and you look around, and it's it's big for a location at the mall. It's not huge,
Yeah.
but like for a mall store, it's actually kind of big, and it looks very expensive. Like it looks like everything in here is just ridiculously priced. And there are cameras everywhere, and there's a security guard stands near the door. And give me an investigation roll.
1 success.
You can see the security guard, and you can see one other employee at the back of the store talking to a customer about a painting on the wall. What do you want to do?
I think right now he doesn't want to bring too much attention to himself, because he's gonna look around to confirm or deny the fact that this is near a exit. So let me try. Okay. But yeah.
So give me an investigation roll. Okay. For this particular purpose.
1 success again.
You can see that like where the store is, like right next to it, there's like a little hallway, that like leads past like where the bathrooms are, and at the end of the hallway there is, a small exit. It's not like the big mall, like main entrance or kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like an emergency exit or something like that. Okay. I think I'll like quickly text Annie that like, yeah, confirmed there is an exit in here. And then I'll walk in. I'll just walk into the art gallery. Like I'm meant to be here. And just
give me a heart roll. Let's
Okay.
see if you really seem like you are meant to be here.
Can I pitch this? I am wearing very business and professional attire. I'm in a suit and tie with glasses on.
You are? Wow. You know what?
Sounds like an accidental
That's
prep.
being
Yeah.
prepared. You actually said that before. That's amazing.
Yeah. I did not see this
Phenomenal.
coming, but this is great. 2 successes.
Yeah, and you look very at home amongst all of these priceless works of art.
I have like my hands clasped behind my back, looking at the piece of art on the wall. I took my glasses off because it was reflecting the green screen, but Justin definitely has them on still, kind of like looking at some of the pictures as close as possible to make it look like
you've been to a museum with Kayla before. You know how to look.
Exactly.
You know how to appear like you're appreciating art.
Exactly.
And as you are doing that, the woman at the back of the room, the employee who was talking to the customer, sort of says something to the customer and walks over towards you. I'm going to say she's played by Salma Hayek. And she says, she's wearing a name tag, says Bianca. And she comes over and she says, "Hi, is there something I can help you find today?"
No, I'm just honestly enjoying the art. Has there been any new pieces that recently come in?
Well, we get new things all the time. What are you looking for? Are you into paintings, sculptures, something else?
Oh, I'm a fan of honestly all forms of artistic views, but I think right now I've been especially interested in sculptures. Is there any new sculptures? Any of your favorite sculptures that
sculptures?
Show me?
Yeah, absolutely. And she takes you over to the corner of the room where there is like, it kind of looks like this like mass of clay that's like kind of had like orange paint dripped over half of it, and the other side of it's got like little nails jabbed in the side. And she says, "This is Penguins in Love. It is one of the newest pieces from Kit Matsusharu, who is one of my favorite emerging young artists."
It's gorgeous. I can really see the form of love being displayed here through the pain that it sometimes does deal with the nails at the sides, but the splash of color it adds to everyone's life, the yellow dripping down.
Well, if you really like it, I think I can probably send you home with this for something in let's say the low 5 figures.
5 figures for something like this? This beautiful.
I know
I
it
will,
feels like it should be more, but
it really does. It really does.
maybe you should snap it up now. I can go get the paperwork.
No, not just yet. I want to make sure I don't send you back and forth, just in case there's other things here that I'm interested in. But I'm just curious, and I'm gonna like walk around to other pieces of art, kind of talking to myself, but like directed at Bianca, just saying, have there been any any people new to art that you've been able to, for lack of a better term, convert, who's come over to see and just ponder and look around?
Make a heart roll.
Hot roll. Okay, I'm gonna use public speaking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, every time I use public speaking, fucking nail it. 4 successes.
Oh wow. So she's whew, no one comes to mind really. I mean, we get a lot of eccentrics around here, you know the wealthy. But no, any more particular kind of description you have, or
Honestly, no. I'm just curious. I come from a couple of towns over, and our art gallery is usually the same old. Well,
do me a
honestly,
favor,
old
make
people
a
coming in.
speed roll.
Speed. Oh no. Okay. Can I use anything for this? I don't think so.
You cannot.
Okay. 2 successes. 2 successes.
Okay. I don't know exactly what it is, but somehow you hear a click, a snap. From you don't even know where it's from, but just off in the distance, you just hear this like click, and it catches your attention, and you have like a fraction of a second until a gun is about to be fired. What do you do?
Oh my god. I am going to just tackle Bianca, just tackle her to the ground, just out of the way, probably like behind a sculpture, as quickly as I can. That's gonna be, yep.
Give
That's
me
gonna be
a speed roll.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't have anything to tell me here. Okay.
No, got to use those bonds.
Yeah, okay. 0 successes.
You turn towards her and you are about to jump when you see her fly back and fall to the ground. You don't even hear the shot. Everyone else seems to, but like you just see her fall. And what do you do?
Honestly, I think I'm so stunned. I'm frozen in place for a second, just staring at Bianca's body. Like I said, I didn't even hear the gunshot. I don't think I hear anyone panicking. I think everything everything is muted. It's muffled and muted to me. So I think, unlike like Patch or the other, I don't think there's been any other really case where I've seen someone die in front of me other than Patch. But this is someone I could have saved, like right there, could have saved. So I think I'm stunned for a moment before I pull myself away from that site and look in the direction that the gunshot came from.
Give me a speed roll.
Okay. 1 success.
You think you quickly catch someone wearing like a dark trench coat with like a hood and sunglasses, like for like a fraction of a second, like like this all happens like in a moment. The gunshot, you see her fall, you whip around, and just for like a second, you think you see this person.
I'm gonna no, I'm not. I'm gonna run after him. Run after
roll.
this person.
Leap before you look.
Yeah. That gets you. That earns you. I leap before I look and I speak before I think.
I'm gonna save it. 2 successes.
You run around the corner right towards that exit that you knew was there and suspected might be in use. And you go through the parking garage. Through the door into the parking garage. And as soon as you enter the parking garage, you find the trench coat, the hood, and the sunglasses just sitting on the ground. Give me an investigation roll.
I'm going to use my bonus. I leap before I look and spend that to add to this. 2 successes.
2 successes. You hear a car, like tires screeching, and you quickly kind of like bend down to try and look between like the levels of the parking garage, as they go down, and you think you see a silver car whip by. And as that silver car disappears into the night, or the day, as it may actually be, it's the middle of the afternoon, we're going to take a 10-minute break. Welcome back. So the shot drew a crowd. The place got packed. Annie arrived with Deputy Gill. Sheriff Patero showed up. The sheriff's office locked the scene down. I'm going to say you each brought each other up to date on everything you found. And Sheriff Patero walks over to you. It's a tough break. You okay, Justin?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm fine.
So what's next?
Another phone call, I'm assuming. But I think we already know the number.
What's the number?
27. There'll probably be 2 people. Likely at some sort of mode of transportation.
Seems reasonable, I guess.
And unfortunately, via probably something explosive.
All right, well, I'll put extra deputies all over bus depots and small airports and anything else I can think of that kind of qualifies as transportation.
Yeah. The trench coat and the glasses and can you get that checked for fingerprints?
We're rushing those to the lab right now.
Do you think because you're the sheriff, you could convince them all to let me look at the security tapes?
Absolutely. And I will smash cut to you, in the security office with some security guard.
I want to follow this person backwards. I want to camera, basically kind of Ula's style camera cut. Where did they come in? I want to track them through the mall.
Give me an investigation roll. You can use computers.
Ooh, 3.
They come in from the same exit that they left through. Looks like they came in from the parking garage, and you can get a couple of good angles on them, but
they've got a disguise on.
Hood, kind of makes it tough to pull much.
That's okay. I just wanted to see. So they came in, came out. Can I get a partial plate? Can I follow them through the parking garage?
What did you get? You got 2 or 3?
3.
3. For 3, yeah. You can't get a partial plate. The cameras are not that good in the parking garage. You can see that the car is a silver, silver sedan. We'll call it. We'll say it's like a BMW. I was going to make up a new brand.
No, it's all good. Any identifying features like a patch of rust on the bumper, like a scuff near the front. Like I know I'm not gonna need a lot of detail, but if just anything to like narrow this down, if they're gonna put like a bolo or something out on this, like anything.
Right. If both of you are looking at the picture, both of you give me an investigation roll for this new specific task.
0 successes.
0 successes.
You're stressed out. 2.
2. You can see that the rear bumper has some sort of little red square bumper sticker on it. You can't read what it says, but you're pretty sure it's red, and it's in the shape of a square, like a big wide bumper sticker. It's just
okay. Then the last thing I want to see is how long were they here? Like how long? Like from the point where they fired the gun. How long were they parked in there, or when did the car arrive, essentially?
The car arrived.
Because there was another crime this morning, so they had to come over. But did they come right over here? Or did they come
It looks like
exactly
the
30
car
minutes
arrived,
before?
No, it looks like the car arrived basically the same time Justin did, and came. The person parked the car, came in through the exit, and it's actually interesting when you watch it. They come in, and then they turn and sort of walk like away from the store and kind of stand at a distance watching. And as they walk away from the door, Justin comes and he looks and examines that exit, like just kind of narrowly missing that person, and then goes into the store. And then the person walks up to the door and fires.
And then ran. Okay, so like 20 minutes tops? They were in the building? Like for how long they were in the building before?
Less. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
they came in and left. Okay.
Yeah. They came in, they kind of checked things out a little bit, then walked to the thing, shot, and ran.
So even in a situation, this is Andy probably saying this out loud too, even in a situation, in a place in which they would have had ample time to hide and wait, they didn't. So it's planned. They have to deal with the situation as they walk into it, but it is planned so thoroughly that even from this morning, walking up to a place with no hiding place, they are able to walk up, commit the crime, and split. They do the same in a place where they would have had opportunity to stake out. I don't know if that means anything, but it probably, at the very least, insinuates we have a very, very small window.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm dealing with a very confident killer.
Mm-hmm. Could we get at a lot of places, so especially at a very secure mall like this, rich people like to guard their things. They're a lot more cracked down on any sort of they're a lot more like police friendly. They often have those like markers on the wall of like, so if you see someone, the height like markers, like could we gauge how tall this person is? Especially in this like gallery. This is like if there are 5-figure like pieces of artwork here, like there's
make an investigation roll for that.
Like definitely if you were to walk in, there's gonna be like where the camera is enough to see how tall this person is. Oop, that one didn't roll at all. 2.
Not too tall, somewhere in the area of 5'7", maybe.
Okay. Okay, so something. It's something. It's not a lot, but it's something. We have a silver sedan with a bumper sticker. We have a confidence and a quick work, and we have a possible height. When they dropped the disguise, I know the cameras weren't very good in the parking garage. Can we get anything about like hair length, or were they still like covered underneath the trench coat and the glasses?
I'm gonna say, I guess I didn't. Yeah, like I made it sound like everything's like piled up. So I'm gonna say is that like what really was sort of like when he walked outside, he found like the trench coat and then like the glasses a little bit beyond that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then so like what it looks like when you see on the video, it's like there's not a really great angle. Like you essentially see them drop the trench coat, you see them drop the glasses, but you're seeing them from behind, and then by the they drop the hood and kind of disappear around the corner.
Cool. Just wanted to figured I'd ask. Okay.
Nope, it was good call.
Yeah, I guess if is the sheriff, interim sheriff here with us?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just everything that I've found, she now knows.
Okay.
I guess you can start looking for.
She says, "Do you want me to have Wayne take you back to your agency or somewhere else, or what can I do to help?"
I look at Justin.
Justin has been very clearly out of it. Just like occasionally giving like affirmative or responses, but definitely like sat down in their own head. So I think there's like a moment where he doesn't register that a question was asked, for looking up and going, yeah, I mean, yeah, we should go to the agency. Yeah.
Great. And she gets Wayne, and he takes you all to the car. And on the way back, he's sort of like, "Wow, Justin, you okay?"
No. Just had to be faster. I could have.
No one's faster than a speeding bullet, man.
And not even just there, even the footage. Like if I had been faster to get to the emergency exit by the gallery, I could have seen or bumped into whoever that person was. But
it doesn't mean you would have known it was them.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Like you said, they're competent. They have more experience at killing people than either of us do, which, I think we should take as a good thing. But
yeah,
you can't blame yourself. You found it. You were right.
He just silently nods.
Annie hooks her elbow with yours for the rest of the ride.
Oh. And he gets you back to where were you going?
To the boat.
To the detective agency. Right. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. Lots happening.
No, that scene was so good. I got so absorbed in it, I forgot the hell I was doing. Yeah. So he gets you back now. Like all that took a while. Obviously, the cops showing up, and so by the time you are getting back to the detective agency, it is getting dark.
Oh boy.
What do you do?
I think Justin's pacing around like the perimeter of the boat, and honestly just very quiet. I think he's not even having like the weird comical inner outer monologue. I think he's just like silently thinking as he's walking around the boat, just kind of racking his brain for what he can do better next time.
I think in a complete role reversal, I think Annie is internal monologuing externally. Like she's seated with her notebooks and like all the research up and all the files sitting, but she is like not loudly, not like at you or anything, but just I think it feels wrong to not have Justin commentary that like it like subconsciously she feels the need to fill that. And so Annie is sitting cross-legged on the floor while you pace and just kind of over and over again, like say, like walking through numbers, like reading some things out loud, just like 4 victims, 10, 21, 27, 27, 20 years apart, 2003, 2023. There has to be something. The numbers are important. The numbers are important to the victims, but they also have to be important to the killer. And I don't know what that means. And like that's she's just like I think just like talking through the things that she knows. Very quickly, Rick, did we get times on the 2003 victim ones?
Time like when the crimes happened?
Yeah, did it match? Like was the 1 p.m. was the
No, you're not finding any correlation between
the times. Okay.
Good question.
And then I guess the follow-up then would be, were the 227s both the victims, or was it supposed to be a set of 3? Was it an accident? Or was 4 on purpose? 112. 112. Okay. She's just thinking. Yeah, she's just like out loud trying to like place things.
Yeah, and while you are thinking out loud, trying to place things, the phone rings.
I take a moment, but then I go and answer the phone. Hello?
And you immediately recognize the deep, super creepy voice of the numbers man who says, "You're the one from the mall, right?"
Who is this?
You should learn to stay out of other people's business. Number 27, right now, the Oceanland Marina. And it clicks.
I grab Annie, like just fully grab them by a hand and say, "We need to go now."
Okay,
they are
okay.
here, and I think we are the victims next. And I want to like drag them to just like 27. We are both 27.
We're both 27. Ah! She was the 2 was on purpose. The 2 was on purpose. Grab their stuff and they book it.
I'm gonna try, I'm gonna be looking around, like obviously not gonna book it, but I'm gonna be checking around for as much as I can to see where this person might be. Yeah.
Give me an investigation roll. Annie, you doing anything?
Are
you also looking around?
Yeah, she probably would also look around. Yeah.
All right, then you also make an investigation roll.
2 successes.
Ooh, also. Ooh.
Okay. Each got 2 successes. Okay, so you run out of the boat, off the boat onto the dock, and turn up towards the parking lot. You look around for any sign of the killer or whoever called. And as you are looking around, your eye catches the Marina Directory that's right by the parking lot. And Justin, you immediately notice that there is a Space 27, like a Dock 27 in the Marina. And Annie, you immediately notice that there is a boat called the Payday 4 that has a registration number that ends in 27.
Payday 4. It's Payday 4.
Payday 4?
It's Payday 4. 4 victims.
Okay.
Payday. Payday 4.
I'm just gonna trust Annie on this.
That's her. Yeah, slip 27, Payday 4. That's her. The numbers are important. She's gonna play by the numbers being important.
Okay, the two are in opposite directions, but you're both going to the same. Okay,
we split up last time.
And you're staying together this time.
I think we're staying together this time.
Okay, so you.
Don't say that.
Both of you make a speed roll.
I'm rolling 2 dice. It's on you, bud.
2 successes. 2. I got 2.
Nothing on Annie. Run. Go.
Okay.
Run. It's gotta be you.
Annie, you immediately trip and are lucky to not fall into the water.
Yeah.
Justin, you
fine.
You just zoom away.
Jill says, "Be careful! It's gonna be probably an explosion."
The Payday 4. It is, the marina's not small, so it's a little bit to get there. When you get there, you find a much larger, nicer boat than yours, and it's got Payday 4 written on the side, and you see the registration number that has the 27 in it. What do you do?
As I'm running, I want to see if there's any signs of people in there. As I'm running to see, because if there's no one here, then this is not the place. Because then obviously there's no victims. There's no one to kill here. So as I'm running towards, I want to see if I can gauge any signs of life, basically. Anyone moving around on this ship.
Give me an investigation roll.
Okay. This is really kind of twisted for me to do, but could me failing to save Bianca and also missing the guy at the first time he exits the exit beat never count on me to show up on time?
Ooh.
Wow.
Because you did.
Yeah, I can't say no to that. That's too smart. Yeah. Yeah, you got that.
So, yeah. I just thought about that. I'm not going to use it now, but I just thought about that.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
That's 2 successes. 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, so you're looking around at the boat. Annie, what are you doing while he's sort of checking this boat for signs of life?
She's getting up and also
you
running.
Get up,
and is going
I'm going to say you are stressed. Let's say your ankle is hurt.
Okay.
Actually, wait, is that stressed or is that?
It can be. It doesn't matter. It can be whatever we want it to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's banged up.
What?
Yeah, you got a sprained ankle.
2 in 1. Oh my goodness. Okay.
You rolled a 0.
I know. I'm not arguing. I'm just reacting. Okay. She's getting up and she's gonna keep going in that direction, but she's gonna pull because she's now realized she's not going to be helpful right now. She's gonna pull out her phone while she's on the moving and she's gonna call interim sheriff Botero.
Okay. Give me a mind roll.
My goodness. What for what is my for what?
You're dialing while you're running.
She's hobbling. She's walking barely.
while you're hobbling, yes, okay. and keeping appraised of your environment.
Okay, so it's okay. I just wanted to see if I had anything that helped. 1.
Okay.
She's hurt. She's using the phone.
You are dialing the phone and you are running. And,
walking very sadly.
Yeah, you're hobbling.
Moving how she can.
moving very slowly, and you catch your foot again in the dock and tumble to the ground. And as you do, you look up and you spot a silver BMW in the parking lot.
She rolls over onto her stomach and like looks at it. Can I? What am I? What part of? Am I seeing the front of the car or the back of the car?
The front.
Okay. Are there any like lights in the parking lot? Like, can I see if there's a figure and can I tell from here?
Give me an investigation roll.
2.
You do not see anything that makes you think there's, a figure or someone there. Like it looks pretty empty from where you can see.
Okay. She is going to continue calling Botera, but she is making her way towards the parking lot.
Okay. But Tara picks up the phone and you start.
I just tell her everything.
You know. Yeah. And meanwhile, Justin, you peek in through like little portholes and stuff. You're like, checking it around, and you are pretty sure you can hear someone snoring.
Okay. Can I see like I'm just gonna get onto this boat. I'm getting onto this boat and
give me a speed roll, body roll. Okay, because the steps, like the ladder has been like retracted, so you kind of gotta like jump up there if you're gonna get up to the boat. So give me a body roll.
3 successes.
Oh, and it is easy for you. Yeah, former track star. You just like leap on up there. Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to do stealthily, so I'm just gonna make the noise I need to make. I'm gonna like stomp on, like I want to make noise to make this person wake up as I try to get the door open. If it's locked,
hello.
I will body it open if I need to.
Give me a heart roll.
Okay. Would it be public speaking?
Stretch that level 3, baby. Do it.
Yeah. Use public speaking. Yeah.
It's usually to compel someone. So.
2 successes?
3.
3 successes. A light goes on inside, and you hear, somebody's like, "Just a minute, get up! What are you doing on my boat?" And
please.
Yeah, just a minute. And the door opens, and you find yourself facing like an older man. Let's say he's played by Kevin Costner, and he's who are you?
I'm just in case. I was on the news. I'm part of the investigators. I need to get out. Is anyone else inside your boat with you?
The investigators?
Is anyone else inside your boat with you? All of you need to evacuate now.
No, just slow down. Why don't you explain yourself?
There might be a bomb on your boat. I need everyone to evacuate now.
A bomb on my boat?
I'm gonna grab him and like fully gonna grab him in his pajamas. I'm gonna throw him onto the dock and like stomp
into. Give me a body roll.
2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, you grab him, and just like before he even knows what's happening, you're pitching him over the side of his boat, and he lands on the dock with just like a thud. And you can hear him like, what is wrong with you? I'm calling the cops.
Please. I'm gonna go into the boat and like look around for anyone else in the boat.
Give
they say 2.
me a investigation roll.
I'm gonna use my bond for this one. Never count on me to show up on time. I'm gonna use it. 1 success.
You You quickly run through the boat, and you do not find any other people, but you do kind of look through a porthole and kind of catch like a reflection, this weird like a red reflection, and you realize you're looking at a light on a little black box on the outside of the boat. It's the bomb.
Oh, what the hell I do? I'm going to sell the boat. I'm going to move the boat.
Whoa! Okay, give me a. I mean, you own a boat. You probably know how to drive a boat, right? So it's like, give me a speed roll.
I have a pitch for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
This kind of a vehicle.
Yes, it does count as a vehicle. That is, yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this boat. Three successes. I want to sell this boat with. I'm assuming before I actually do this, let's make sure I understand fully. The bomb is on this boat, right?
Yeah, it's attached to the outside.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I'm not misimagining what's happening. Yeah, so I want to sell this boat out.
Okay, you got 3 successes on the last on the speed roll, right?
Yes.
So you just leap right behind the controls and you start it up, and the boat just roars to life, and you quickly like pull back, on the throttle. I mean, I don't know anything about boats, and the boat starts up, and you just pull it right back out of its spot and like head out towards the open harbor. So what is your plan here? How long are you riding this out? You pass. First, you got to go down this long row, right, where there are all these boats, parked, and then you can't bail out before that probably because it might drift and hit one of the boats. Then the question is, what happens beyond that? So it's like, first you got to ride it out to that point, and then decide if and when you're bailing. I assume you're bailing. I assume this is not like
I am going to be bailing. 100% going to be bailing. But I'm going to ride it out past the point where it could collide into other parked boats. Docked boats. This is docked. Docked boats, and I'm gonna grab. I don't know how boats work. I don't know how they work. I don't know if there's a pedal or anything.
Right there with you.
It'll be a. It's not like a car pedal. You'll have it's like the gear shift that will go forward, back, and then usually there is a wheel that is comparable to a steering wheel on a car, depending on the type of boat. I'm assuming this isn't like a sailboat. This is just a regular boat with a motor, so it should have just a cart that does all the readouts, and you'll be able to push forward with the handle.
When you push forward, does it stay there? Or do you have to hold it forward?
Theoretically, there should be a way that it's not it snaps back. You should be able to push it, or I would assume there are some versions that have locks. You can.
All right, we're gonna say that this version you have to hold forward.
Perfect. Cool. I'm going to once I'm out from. Yeah, I want to do it. Once I'm going to push it forward, and then I'm going to pull off my tie and tie it in its position and tie it around the wheel.
Yes.
So it stayed in that.
Yes, Drac,
position.
King of repeat props. Let's go.
So first, that boat is now headed down the row, and you are steering it. First, give me let's call it a speed roll to see how you navigate with this boat, how deft you are at not hitting stuff.
Just only one success.
Okay, so there are some close calls. You maybe even scrape the dock or a couple of boats on the, but you're rushing, so it's like you don't have time for finesse here. But you do well enough. While you are doing that, Annie, you are kind of limping your way towards that
She's
car.
heading towards the car. Yes. This is a
And,
boatyard. This is a marina. I am looking for any type of tools, like a lot of boats, like a boat, like marinas. If you have a boat slip, there will be kind of like a plastic sort of like shell casing that will be assigned to your slip, so you have like a storage container. As she's moving, she's looking through them. She's looking for anybody who has a toolbox, anybody that has anything uh, uh, like leftover nails, or a like in case of emergency glass breaker, or like a hammer specifically, hopefully a hammer with teeth. Like she wants something
give me
sharp.
an investigation roll.
Okay. Ooh, nice. 2.
You find, man, I forget what they call it. It's like this kind of like weird, like kind of hatchety kind of thing that like they used to like scrape the sides of boats, like hit off the,
perfect. Perfect. Yeah, she's grabbing that. As she's going, she's hoping to not have had to stop. She's going that way towards the car. When she gets there, she's going to kind of try to stay crouched around other cars, but she wants to see if she can find out if it has a little red square in the form of some kind of sticker on the back of.
You make your way towards the back of the car, and on the back you see a little red sticker, and it says, it looks like it's a parking pass for like a country club.
Okay. She's going to look at the license plate, and then she is going to take the scraper, and she's going to try to gouge a hole in the back tire, and then she's going to run.
Give me a body roll.
Can I call this quietly mischievous? She's not engaging with anything. She's just causing problems on purpose.
100%.
Okay, and then I'm going to burn that immediately. I need that one a little bit. I want this to go, and I want to get out of here. Okay. 2.
You like swing at the tire, and there's just like this, like like it lands, and then suddenly there's like this air kind of explosion.
Amazing.
Just like rushing out as you see like the whole tire is like instantaneously deflate.
She pulls it out, and she's leaving. She's as fast as her poor little hurt foot can handle. She's gone.
You pull it out, and you turn around, and standing behind you is Emma Cooley.
Wait, would you say she's about 5'7"?
Just about.
Yeah. I did think of it earlier. I did when you said 5'7". I did think of it earlier. What is she? Expression? What does she look like? What's she wearing? Like, I just a quick gauge of what I'm looking at.
She's wearing dark shirt, dark pants. She is holding a gun, and she looks very not happy. And she's like, "Oh, that is gonna cost you. Couldn't stay out of it after I warned you, could you?"
Warned me?
Yeah, I told him to stay out of other people's business.
4 minutes ago. And to be fair,
and look what you just did.
You didn't talk to me. I did. How would I have known?
Yeah, well,
you threatened our lives. We ran. I was given no heads up.
And while you're bickering with her, Justin, you finally make it past like the rows of boats towards like the open part of the harbor. And now you're gonna try and tie it up. You said with like your tie.
Yeah, I take my polka dot red and white tie, and I'm gonna like tie the shift in position, like tie it to the wheel so it's taut in that position.
Okay, I want you to give me a speed roll, let's call it. Not represent your not tying ability, because like it takes some strength to push this thing forward. So using a tie to kind of loop around things and like make sure it's like all holding this thing forward is going to take a little bit of engineering. Let's see if you can pull that off.
2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, yeah. So, it's like you find a couple of things on, the dashboard, and loop these things around, and you kind of pull back, and it does sort of thrust the handle forward, and the boat keeps going towards the open water. What do you do?
I am just going to dive off the boat into the water.
Run towards the back, and you dive off the boat into the water. Give me a body roll for your swim back to the shore. Or to the dock.
3 successes.
Nice.
3 successes. Yeah, I mean, you like everything else, you swim like an athlete, and it's easy for you. You just zip right through the water back to the dock. And as you kind of climb your way back up to the dock, and you start walking down the dock, when you realize that you are standing right by space 27, which was the other spot that you had noticed on the directory before, and you see a little flashing red light on the side of that boat. Because remember, there have to be 2.
I was so confident too in that house.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm gonna just rinse and repeat. I want to get onto it and make as much noise and get whoever's in that boat out.
And as you start climbing up onto the boat, we're gonna cut back to Annie. Annie, you are in the parking lot with Emma Cooley.
How old do I think she is? Just quickly.
Emma Cooley, she is about 30.
So what's the point of all of this? You would have been 10 years old when the first ones were happening? Are you a copycat, or were you just a very prolific 10-year-old?
Copycat, I'm afraid. I loved my husband, but he was the co-owner of our venture capitalist business, and I think I'm going to love having sole control of that more.
That's fair.
So,
girl power. That's great. But why?
I had to cover up the murder somehow. So I remember reading about the numbers man on Wikipedia a while ago. So I decided when I decided to kill Stephen, I realized that if I was willing to take out just a couple of more people, I could make it look like some serial killer did it. And
well, at that point, did you know that mass just means more than one? Serial killer is just more than one, then that becomes a true statement. You are the serial killer who did
it. Potato.
What's so important about your venture capital? What is that like? What's so exciting about it? Why does it matter?
While you're talking, you hear the first boat explode in the background, and she's just like, "Oh, there's the first one. That's one down. One more to go."
Annie's gonna swing. She's
like
got a
puncher?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean with the the scraping tool?
Yeah, hopefully not the heart, not the she doesn't want to kill this woman, but she does want to absolutely clobber her while she's trying to monologue. Just cool, fully emulating.
Give me a body roll.
Okay, Annie, Annie, come on. You failed at this once before. You got to watch Justin do it last time. Let's go. Let's see. Have I stand up for the little guy or cross my heart? I don't know if I've used either of them.
I'll tell you what. I will give you cross my heart because you told the sheriff that you would definitely help before.
I did.
You were immediately like, "Of course we will. Of course we will." And I think that was like a promise.
Okay. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna take it. Okay, Annie. Redemption from episode 2 or something. Let's go.
Oh, years. Yeah, I don't know. Tempting fate there.
Redemption. 2.
All right, before we see what happens there, Justin, you make your way up onto the top of this boat. What do you do?
Again, yelling, "Get out anyone in this boat, get out. I'm like banging on the door. Honestly,
Give
I think
me,
even this
heart roll.
time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, perfect. I think even this time, I'm honestly not going to wait for anyone to open the door. I am going to body the door open the moment
then
I
give
hear
me a body
confirmation.
roll.
I think also hard to convince them to take you seriously would also be helpful, as opposed to the earlier guy who resisted you.
Yeah, but to be fair, I'm going to say there's a bomb on your ship, and I'm pretty sure they heard the explosion, so I don't think they need much convincing there.
Fair. Hopefully they come with.
Yeah, 2 successes for the body.
All right, you smash through the door on this boat. What do you do?
I look around. Is there anyone in here?
Yes, there is an old woman who is sleeping on a cot. I'll say she's played by Jamie Lee Curtis.
I'll throw an old woman off her boat. I'll wake her. I'll try as quickly but gently as possible.
Run at this point. Just grab her and run. Let other boats get damaged. It's fine. Just get her out.
It's less of like other boats getting damaged, and more like if there's people in the boats next to this one, they could get caught up in the crossfire. So I'm going to like as gently but as firmly as I can wake her up.
Screaming that burst on the door, I'm hoping woke her up.
Yeah, me too. But
yeah, she kind of rouses when she hears the breaking door, and she's just sort of like, who are you?
Hi, I'm just in case I was on the news. I need you to leave your boat quickly. There's a bomb on it.
Give me a heart roll.
Let's go, Justin. Come on.
2 successes.
She's like, "Oh my god, a bomb on the boat! People will get hurt. We have to get rid of the bomb. What do we do?"
I will sort that out. I just need you to get off the boat, please. And I'm gonna try and like get her out of bed and guide her down, down off the boat.
And she's like trying to kind of like move with you and go. You get her up on deck and off onto the dock, and she's just like, anything I can do? What can I do to help?
Call the police. And I want to get back into the boat. I want to do the same thing. I want to start the boat and try and get it out of dock.
I will say probably as we've talked about emergency services response times in the past, Annie has called Botera, so I feel like as you say call the police, maybe we see the like lights flashing in the distance.
Maybe. Yeah, okay.
If you're not, it can still be narratively appropriate far enough away, but I just feel like cinematically
across the harbor, you can start to see the
lights. Yeah, exactly.
Not
here yet, but...
Justin, give me a mind roll to see if you can get this thing started. It has no keys.
Oh, good damn it.
Oh, goodness.
0 successes.
You cannot get the boat started.
Damn it. Fuck. He doesn't have like a moment of like, I don't know what to do. And he's going to I think he's just gonna run off the boat and going to do the same thing to all of the like as many surrounding boats as he can. Because the main reason why he was trying to move the boat away is to make sure there's no like shrapnel doesn't hit anyone. If he can get people out and away from this place in general, that'll be his mission accomplished anyway. So
get all the people to start getting the other people, like kind of like a community effort here of get everybody up, wake up the people around you, kind of a thing. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Okay, give me a heart roll.
Would this be public speaking?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 100%.
You get Jamie Lee Curtis to start going to the next boat, and then they get that person to go that kind of. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, maybe the purest use of public speaking you've ever made.
Yeah, 3 successes.
You stand up on the bow of this boat, and in like the deepest, loudest voice you have, you're like, "People of the ocean, land, marina," and you start to
evacuate. Tell your neighbor to evacuate. Help the elderly and the kids to evacuate. And I'm like yelling that out.
And you see lights start to come on, and as that is happening, Annie, you swing that scraper and hit the gun right out of her hand. It goes flying like a baseball into the parking lot, and then she slugs you in the face.
Do I get to dodge?
You can try, sure.
I mean, my 2 dice and see if I can dodge. Annie always has to get punched in the face. Oh, I got a 1! I got a 1! Singular.
You got a 1. Okay.
I got a 1. My 2 dice.
You dodge, but because of your hurt ankle, you basically just fall straight over. So she doesn't hit you, but you fall to the ground.
Yeah. And then since I'm down here, I'm going for the knees.
Give me a body roll.
Just anything. I need anything until someone else is more capable to get here.
You're a great target. Yeah.
She's doing her best. 1-6. Let's go, Annie. Let's go.
1-6. You hit her knee, and she's like, and both of you scream at the same time because you kick her with your bad ankle. So it's like you kick her, and the both of you like scream, and she falls down now, and then now you're both on the ground, and she like yelling. Reaches over and like grabs like your hair and tries to like kind of like pull you like towards her.
She's like grabbing her by the shirt and trying to pull her shirt collar over her face, like trying to like to cover her face, like to get low visibility. It's just the most like slapstick fight.
Oh, Annie, did you remember that to take your 2 off when you made your body roll? Because you're
injured. Yeah,
which one?
You're banged up.
I didn't for the speed roll. I did. Yeah, that one I did.
You did?
I don't think I did for the speed. I don't think I did for the speed roll.
Close enough. What do you do?
So if she's trying to like I said, she's trying to grab my hair, or whatever. I'm grabbing the collar of her shirt and like lifting it over her head and trying to throw her like backwards, like just trying to like get cover her face.
Would you consider
and, like,
that more of like a body roll or like some sort of like speed maneuver?
A body probably, just because she's like physical. She's not trying to. There's no finesse. Like it is just.
Okay, give me a body roll.
Okay, but I have no dice. No, okay. No, I only rolled 1 die. There's no successes. So she's just grabbing at her shirt. She's just got her shirt and is pulling, and nothing's happening.
Yeah, and she like she hits you into like the ground, and like in her, you can feel like like you've been cut. It's like maybe you taste blood in your mouth.
Oh, yeah. Here's Annie's next move. If she's got her, it's like enough to like push her down, and like that kind of thing. And if she's pulls her up to like throw her again, Annie's gonna We're going for a different direction here. She is going to shriek as loud as she can when she is near this woman's ear. Just as loud, banshee scream, as loud and as long and as piercing as she can as soon as she's close enough to this woman's ear.
Give me a body roll.
Body roll. Okay, that makes sense.
It's a physical act, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe heart. I don't
Maybe
know.
heart.
It's like I can also see that.
They're the same number. It's okay.
Right.
Okay. I got a 1.
All right, you shriek like you said, like a banshee. I mean, Justin, you can hear it all the way from across the marina. You're just like, Eddie, you know that sound is, and it is so loud. It lasts a couple of seconds, and then you like instantaneously like lose your voice.
Oh yeah, gone.
But she just grabs her ear and is just like, "Oh my God, what is the matter with you?"
While she's got her hands there, Annie's gonna grab where her hands are on her own head and then slam her other ear.
Oh my God, give me a body roll.
Oh no, Annie. Oh, 6 and a 1. That's 2, baby. Let's go.
You wanna describe how this goes?
There's a whole fight. Annie is not very physical. She's so scrappy. The thing is her speed is her lowest. Her body is actually okay. So she's just grabbing and like swinging and swatting, and it's comedy almost, the two of them trying to like get an upper hand now that there's no like gun involved. And so this woman like slams her into the ground, and when she like lifts her to slam her again, Annie just this horrible scream. Then there's that like the scratchy sound that comes out when you have no more voice. The woman grabs her head Annie, when gets let go of, Annie immediately reaches up, grabs that side of her head to brace it, and then just like pops her right in the ear. It doesn't even have to be like she's not trying to knock her out. And you don't even need that much force to like pop someone's ear, and just to get her so disoriented, because if she's now lost some of her like hearing, some of her surround sound, she's now lost some of her equilibrium, and maybe I will get an upper hand. So she just reaches up, smacks her right upside the head.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And as that happens, it's like the sheriff's cruisers start to flood into the parking lot. Meanwhile, Justin, you have got while this is going on, you have been waking up people on boats. Those people have been waking up people, whole kind of bucket brigade style cooperation, and like you are like 99.99% certain all the boats, that have been close have been checked or abandoned at this point. And then, boom, that boat explodes. The fire just rocks over all of the surrounding boats. Anyone who had been on those things would have easily been killed. But thanks to you, everybody survives. And the police, Sheriff Botero shows up, and they arrest Emma Cooley. And it turns out she eventually reveals that she did know that you were 27, and if you had stopped her bombs, her backup plan was to use you two as the 27 crime. 100%, you were on the money there. And then
I think just like there's this. I think there just has to be a scene, even if there's not like anything happening, of Justin and Annie sitting again, like legs hanging over the edge of the boat with like heads on the railing while like things are on fire. Like it's at night and they're like lit from behind and just like watching, exhausted.
Oh, 100%. You can see like the fire, like the firelight is reflected in the water, and at this point it's like there's sheriff cruiser sirens, so there's red and blue lights flashing around. The media is showing up on the scene. A crowd is gathering because of the explosions. You can see the KTCV news truck pulling in, and Sheriff Botero comes over to the two of you, who just you look like Bruce Willis at the end of a Die Hard movie right now. The both of you are just absolutely
dirt and bloody nose, and
like dripping wet, undone,
dripping wet,
suits,
And Sheriff Botero is like, you really came through. I am so grateful, and I promise you that I will come through for everyone in this city the way you came through for Owen Bates all those years ago, and the way you came through for me and for all of us here today. Thank you. And she turns around and starts to walk down the dock, and then she stops and turns back and she says, oh, one more thing. It is a little-known power of the sheriff's office to be able to grant certain persons an exemption from the private eye licensing requirements, so long as they are operating in this city. So, do you think the cases can keep it to Costa Vega?
Yeah, we totally absolutely can. Yeah.
She said, yeah, we can.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, then I think we're all good here. Good night, Cases.
Good night, Principal.
Good night, Principal.
And she turns and heads down the dock.
Hey.
Yeah.
I think we just opened a legitimate business.
Yeah, I think so.
Keeping it to Costa Vega Cases. The Costa Vega Cases. Maybe we don't need an animal in the title.
Yeah. No. I think we are the... No, I like that. Can we still have like an alligator as a mascot though?
Yeah, sure. That's kind of... We can paint one on the side of the boat. Name the boat the alligator. Name the boat the investigator.
Yes!
The boat is the investigator. And we are the Costa Vega Cases. The
cases
cases
of Costa Vega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that, we're going to call this one done. Oh my God, that was fantastic. The investigator. And you said the thing.
You said the thing. That was so good.
Holy
that was
moly.
a blast. That was a great one. Oh my
It
God.
was more 2 blasts at the very least.
That might you might be the reason I need to have blood pressure medication.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Wow. What a penultimate.
Okay, so yeah, real quick, go around the table. Let's tell the good people where they can find you, starting with Caitlin Bruder.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Bruder. I have been Annie Case. Oh, so sorry for that commitment to that bit at the end there. You can find me on Twitter at KKAMABR, where I'll be posting about all of the things that I do. I produce a podcast called Thin Places Radio. There's a bunch of episodes out now you can find on any and all podcast platforms, and a little bit on YouTube as I slowly upload those. Those take very long, but I'm getting there. You can also find me, depending on when this goes up, probably still playing. I don't remember how long our season is for the Star Trek game, Clear Skies. It's all on YouTube, though. You can sure check it out. And I'll be here next Sunday. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, and you can see me if you back the coffee. You can see me in the Q&A post show Q&A. So you should do that.
Draconics.
Yeah, hi, I'm Drac or Draconics. I have been Bruce. I've been Bruce Willis, but no, I've been just in case.
I thought you were saying Bruce Wayne. I was like, huh,
Bruce
okay.
Wayne. I've been Bruce Wayne. No, I'm not rich enough for that.
I think you'd make a great Bruce Wayne, frankly.
I think I'm more of a Clark Kent, honestly, with the whole glasses thing and everything.
Okay.
I think probably a bit close to that.
Annie could pull off Bruce Wayne, the like emo boy,
Yeah,
Robert Pattinson, our Pat's style. Yeah, and
yeah,
you'd be
and being like
Kal-El,
the computer wizard and everything as well.
Anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQES. And I'm in a whole bunch of different actor plays and TTRPG stuff and writing and everything. I do a bunch of TTRPG stuff. The only thing I will shout out is that I think when this comes out, it'll still be going on because it's only 5 episodes. But over on Demi playing RPG on Twitch and YouTube, because we upload it on YouTube. I'm in a campaign and the project lead of said campaign show, Enemy of My Enemy, which is a Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning crossover. And it is very messy. It's going to be very messy. We have hunters and vampires working together to take down a mutual threat, which is fun because most likely on site. We've only done 1 episode so far. More's going to be out when this comes out, but I'm fairly certain on site we're going to try and kill each other just immediately. It's going to be interesting how we're going to overcome that hurdle, but it's going to be fun. But yeah, I've been the shocked and stunned just in case today.
And I'm Rick Bud. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at rbud913, or you can go to www.casesrpg.com to find all the links for this show, or follow us on Twitter at casesrpg. And I will be back here with Caitlin and Drac next week for the final episode of the Cases of Costa Vega, and we're going to address the future of the show and what that all means. That'll all come next week. And thank you so much for everyone for having fun with us tonight and for taking this ride with us. We will see you next week. And on that, we're going to call this case closed.